Thank you for logging in to soulfoodsnutrition.com, where you discover the spirit of wellness. I'm Corrine Horner, Certified Clinical Whole Foods Nutritionist. And this week I want to talk to you about insulin and fat storage. There's a hormone in our bodies called insulin that's going haywire. It's actually telling your body to make more fat cells or to store more fat in the cells it already has. It's also telling your brain to decrease serotonin, thereby possibly making you depressed or have anxiety or be more prone to reaching for that Twinkie to make yourself feel better. And of course it ends up making you feel worse about yourself. Now, the thing that elevates insulin and causes it to spike is by eating carbohydrates, large amounts of carbohydrates. And in America that's pretty common because on average we eat over 150 pounds of refined sugar per year. So there's a lot of insulin spiking going on. And when you eat carbohydrates by themselves, it causes your blood sugar to rise and cause insulin to come in and tell your body to create these fat cells. What it also does is it disrupts other hormones in your body. And anything from inflammatory conditions to anxiety and depression, as I mentioned before, but also the obvious diabetes and obesity, those can be all related to having this insulin spike. The other thing that people tell me is, hey, I'm eating this muffin, but I'm going to the gym and I'm working it out after work. And I'm saying, well, yeah, you can burn those calories, but you're not able to burn that effect of the insulin spiking. Now, the reason why we have this store the fat mechanism is because over, thousands and thousands of years, we weren't used to eating all the time. And so our bodies adapted. So what your body thinks when you're eating that is that, oh my gosh, we're not going to eat for another 2 to 3 days. I better store this as energy. But obviously, in America, we also live on a virtual food lot, and that's not the case. Now, one of the ways in which you can stave off this spike is to never eat your carbohydrates alone. What Jordan Rubin, the best-selling author of The Maker's Diet, likes to say, he says, don't eat carbs naked. And what he means by that is when you eat a carb or a sugar, combine it with a fat or a fiber. And that's literally going to make it so that the insulin doesn't spike. It literally curves out. It sustains your energy for longer. It helps get rid of cravings, clears your mind. You don't have that trigger in your body going, hey, store this because we're going to need it later. It helps sustain the flow of energy. And so the way to practically apply this in your body is, say for instance you're going to eat a banana. Now it's great, it's natural, it's got natural sugars, but it's got a lot of natural sugars. So what you're going to want to do is eat that with some seeds or nuts, some raw almonds, something like that. If you're having carrot juice, a lot of people think, hey, what can be wrong with carrot juice? Well, nothing's really wrong. It's just that it has a lot of sugars and it is going to cause your insulin to spike. So what you're going to want to do is maybe combine it with some organic cream or eat it with some whole milk yogurt. When you're having a piece of toast, put some real butter on it, not margarine. I'll tell you about margarine another week. But anyway, I want your mantra this week to be, don't eat carbs naked. That's a good way to remember it. Remember, combine your carbs with a fat or a fiber and you'll help curve out that insulin spike. You won't be risking so much with the diabetes, hypoglycemia, energy levels shifting up and down during the day, potential depression or anxiety. Maybe you'll put down that Twinkie, hopefully. But anyway, try it this week and see how it works for you. Take it to your family and tell your friends. And I hope you enjoyed this little tip and that you discover the spirit of wellness. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.